tribalism has never been a crime. And to never be a crime till we die. Because if you check the basic definition of a tribe, that tribe issue we talk about, and the definition of a tribe and a clan are the same. So we can use them interchangeably. The way you behave, the way you act, the way you talk, the way you see your cultural perspective clearly puts us on the map to show that you belong to this particular clan. So you are a tribe of this. The word tribe didn't start in Ghana and will not end in Ghana. But if we have anything we want to learn from the journals of the Bible, there were tribes. And they were giving specific rule. Their addressing tells you which particular clan they belong to. Number 3, if you want to see a tribe by your name, immediately they know which clan you belong to. So we can't stop this clan mentality. But people should learn that it is not wrong for somebody to address you in your clan. Me, where I come from, we don't talk quiet.
And that's why you are screaming like that.
That is how we talk, because we are from the seashore and the waves makes us feel like
But I can hear you.
You who?
Me, Roslyn.
Am I talking to you?
Yes.
Then listen.
Okay.
So that's my tribe. And the guns are like this. I'm a blood. No, it's a trademark. People say guns, they have given all their property out and given it to strangers. They are fools, specifically. Oh, okay, for the Jimmy for. Don't say you've not heard this before. Have you heard any strike for the Gunland? Because that is how we are. It's true.
Okay.
We love so much to the extent that our foolishness is to give our property out. So we now go to even properties that belong to the Gunland and buy from strangers. So it's true, we are fools. We are here. When they said, Crabber 4, German 4, from a lyrical content, from a confanoche minute, have you heard anybody strike you when they spoke this truth?
Is it true?
It's not a lie. They are sexually sumptuous. They will make you feel Trebian in bed. As compared to other people who look at you and say, "Then now, baby, you know, hey, it means that we can all a pen drive in vain. What's up for here? 2 gig.
Hey.
You don't know what's up for here? You don't know Sofwapia?
It's okay. You continue what you were saying.
So why do you say, hey, why is he your friend?
You always have to mention Sofwapia.
Because Sofwapia exposed 2 gig pen drive and he said it was because it's shrink because of fear. It is a original thing that he used. That is the original. It didn't shrink.
Have you tried it before?
It's not tried. That is notice. Because you can't have that effect and shrink to that level. This is original.
Oh,
look at his feet. Let me continue. It's not fear. So I'm saying that this thing about tribalism, and we are being through this. No, it is a way that we are, and that's how we are. So when you ask about what is it with tribe and relationship, I want you to understand that every tribe has their food, their dressing, their thinking, their models of operation. The way their clans do their funeral is different from the way the guns do their funeral. You know, tribally, in their clan, when you are bereaved, unfortunately, you don't eat in public. The wife don't greet. It is not so in the Ghana tradition. We will eat. No, more. When we are getting married, the way we do our things, I go, hey, now one share go, me na feel one pay you, In our form and our clan, when we are getting married, the woman's mother is not present.
Oh.
His father is not. But if you check the other clans by their tribe, nejatiho, nenatiho, sa. So if you check carefully, Because of where we are coming from, our relationship too are not the same. Let me tell you on record. If you marry your own tribe, you don't have any challenges in marriage. Because when kerosene is poured into kerosene, we don't see the first Akufo-Addo kerosene, Mahama kerosene. We don't see it. They are all kerosene. But if you pour water into kerosene, it will stay at the surface and block penetration into the water. So I'm saying that if you marry from, when you talk about relationship, if you marry from your own tribe, you are safe. And somebody marries from their own tribe and comes to tell you about their tribe, believe it. Don't fight the person. I'm a Gan. So when I come and tell you things about Gans, believe it. But when I come and tell you things about Ashantis, Ewes, Fantis, if I'm married to one, believe it. We shouldn't start a tribal war where we don't understand the fundamental rules that emanated tribes into this world. Biblically, God in his own creation gave rules, told some tribes never to marry from some tribes, and it was a standard. Abraham made it clear, swear with your hand under my thigh that you will not pick a wife for me from this clan. It is not our And ya castle while I who will tell my samai. I told you here that Fela McCarthy is disgracing with the Ewes because what she's doing we don't know. Oh, so you don't know.
Every time you want to associate with them.
Define association.
Which one is the association?
You see, some time ago we were associating with the Lattes because of their juju mentality. But ever since electricity came about from, so we are still hooking to the Ewes.
Because of their juju mentality.
Hey, be friend and Ewe, we are protected. That's why the last week the guy who went and left set was speaking here, trying to take Patrice's position. So he's using familiarity and fun. It's unfortunate both of them are Ewes, but I know Patrice's family house. I'm a Minwa. Small boy, because you are in flying tie. This guy, we can make the tie. He's sitting on set, and you see him doing, it's just because some broomstick won't Ewes, I greet you anywhere you are. So tell him before he mention my name, be careful. What brother? If it's not supposed to feel like me and Patrice, we are going to me and Ibiami. They don't remove us. So I'm saying that you see, every tribe and what they hold on to. If you go to Kumasi, the Ashanti, they tell you, yeah, fufu, yeah, star. Most people tell you that. We think it's a joke. If you go and start club here in Kumasi, if you bring one crate, you sell it in 3 months. But if you take star, check the records, it will go. I have done events in Kumasi more than 12 times. I lose because they don't attend events. I won't go events.
I'm going. Maybe they don't like you. That's
me. Now, if you don't like me, that's why I came there.
So don't come to
you think I go to do shows because people like me? No, because they don't like me. I want them to hear some about. We are Bama,
it's your ma.
You see where the thing is coming from? When me person be hunu kura, maba, share me. Me body to kunuma Tabi too. So they don't, and it's a part of them. And yet, football, they will come to the park. A year they will come because they have some cultural display that is unique with them. When is during the mother's funeral, the exhibition of the culture thing, they block everywhere. Every TV station sought for rights to show because culture was displayed. When we are doing our when people are giving we are doing our have you heard anything?
It's silence.
It's silent because
no playing of drums.
No, after our silence, when we raise the band, we expect you to drum more. But even after the drum,
we eat the kwekule.
Even the kwekule you think is fetish, so you don't want to eat. But the best meal ever created by God is kwekule. What I'm saying is that everybody has their right. So when you want to think about relationship, first thing you think about your tribe. Number 2, before you think about relationship, ask if there is anything that from your side to the other tribe breaks protocol. Don't go and break it. Seriously, because you see, people believe that we are in Christ. We are one creature. It's not true.
It's not true.
It's not true.
But God created all of us in his image.
No, but in his image we are, but in tribes we are not.
Right.
Check the Bible. He deals with tribes. The 7 tribes of this, the 4 tribes of this. So God recognized tribes. So if an Igbe person comes to your church, she will remain to be an Igbe person in Christ. And let me tell you on record, if you establish a church with ours, the church will never collapse. Never collapse.
Why is that?
Quote me everywhere.
Why? What did
Because
they do?
the loyalty of their worship to God is unbeatable. But if you establish a church with guns, the church will be big, but they don't come to church. Also, for one bad young no, they will go to Bojumo. This is us. And this is my research I did was on tribes and temperament. So anytime I talk about tribe, I'm talking from my temperament perspective. The statement Dr. Prophet Beduko made, I have made it several times on TV Africa. And we are not listening. We are quick to judge. We are quick to insult. No. At least, even a fool. My grandfather told me that if you go to a village and you want to know the story in the place, look for the drunkard and befriend the drunkard. I didn't understand it. So when I left Ghana to Togo, when I was going to go and study my fetishism and things, the first person I met was a called Agboya. He was a drunkard. He told me everything. Anything. And he was a drunkard. If he takes 2 thoughts, even those who are having sex with both wives, he knows all. I said, so you see, there is something that we have not learned. Be quiet, don't rubbish him as a drunkard. You take your time and talk to him, you get information. What I'm bringing to your knowledge is that it is simple for you to believe that if you establish a church and you bring guns because of their temperament, when the church is, they'll be there. But when the church goes down, if you establish a church with Ashantis, your church will be heard faster. But very soon you lose members.
Why?
Because Obi Nimaba, share yes, I want you all. Oh, who are there too? Obi Tiaba, Obi, what is it? Says Obi Tiaba, Obi Tiunti, Obi Ti. Oh, I book back one so. Hey, me yaba. Hey,
Young Quay.
only who said Brother Sammy was him. Who near because the temperament of the Ashantis or the clan called Akans are cholerics, profit at all costs, and they move with their melancholy and the sanguine to get profit. So where there is no profit, they are not there. But that is not the temperament of the sanguine, the guns.
On that note, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back, and when we come back, we'll talk more about